Alright guys, welcome back to another one. We're going to be doing a 10 pellet single lot buck load today in 16 gauge. That's 31 caliber, not 32 caliber. And we're going to use a tapered haul. This is a Winchester compression formed. This was an upland load of number 8 shot originally, probably 1 ounce, but yeah, 31 cal, 10 pellets, 16 gauge. The total lead payload weight is 1.04 ounces, so just shy of 1 1/16. With buffer, you're looking at very close to a 1/8 ounce load. This one is going to be pushed to 1240 FPS. So, pretty good pellet count, pretty good speed. This should be a pretty effective load. I have a big box of these, about 300 holes in it, and some of them are twice fired at least, but most of them are once fired. This is one of the at least twice fired ones. It has what looks to be a Federal 209A primer in it. It fired, of course. So we need to deprime and resize this. And guys, this video may be a little bit shorter because this is a pretty simple load. We're going back with a Winchester 209 primer. You do not need a Magnum primer here. Alright, we are reprimed with a Winchester 209. Okay, so for a powder charge, we're using 20 grains of long shot. If you're loading this in a straight wall, you need 21.5. That'll get you 1240 FPS. But in these old tapered holes, you need less powder because it steps down to about 18 gauge at the bottom of the hole here. And you need 20 grains of long shot to get you the same speed. Just make sure you don't put the 22 grains of long shot in these tapered holes because that would put you over pressure. Not a great deal over pressure, but over pressure. Also, the wad we're using is going to be the Claybuster blue wad. If you're, again, using this in straight wall, you need to flare out the bottom of the wad a little bit to fit the straight wall shell. But in tapered holes, no modifications needed. So, 20 grains of long shot. Alright, we have exactly 20 grains there. Now, the Claybuster blue wad. Just going to seat it by hand. Yep, went right in there. And add some compression to that. Make sure it's down on your powder all the way. And it is. No powder rattle. Ready for pellets. I've got 10 pellets of 31 caliber single lot buck. Specifically, these are 311 diameter. I cast using a Lee 2 cavity mold. And they are tumbled, polished, and if I didn't mention it, hard cast out of wheel weights. These are very, very good pellets here, useful in anything from 20 gauge through 8 gauge. You can get them in 24 gauge, but they do dimple out the hull just a little bit, but that's fine. Most 24s are, well, all 24s are either single shots or doubles. There are no semi-auto 24s. There's one out there, but it was a conversion. So anyway, I know I'm rambling here, but 31 cal will fit in 24 gauge. It just dimples the hull out a little bit. But again, most 24s are single barrels or double barrels. It doesn't really matter that much. Anyway, 10 pellets, stacked by 2s. These drop in here beautifully. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 9 and 10, and all 10 pellets are inside the wad, and we are right to the bottom of the crimp. So in terms of lead payload weight, we have 1.042, so just shy of 1 1/16 ounces, which would be 1.06. Now I'm adding buffer to this. I'm using Ballistic Products mix number 47 buffer. Probably a scoop and a quarter will get it. And 1 1/4 scoops of the Lee 2.2 cc dipper was all you needed, and we have the top row of pellets about halfway covered. Ready to crimp this. In terms of total payload weight, we have 1.086, which is just above 1 1/16, but still below 1 1/8. This has an 8-point crimp, so that would be the back station of the Lee load all, and you want the crease or valley between the 2 crimps facing you. Beautiful pre-crimp. Ready to crimp this. And guys, these Winchester compression formed holes, they come out looking excellent. Standing at the press sideways, kind of hard to see what I'm doing a little bit, but we'll make do. Absolutely beautiful. Very, very good crimp right there. I love the original Winchester compression formed hulls. This is exactly like a original AA, the same thing but in 16 gauge. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but the Lee Lodahl does actually put a taper on the compression formed hulls, which is awesome. This is a very, very good load here. We have actually patterned these before on video, and this one does amazing. All 10 pellets are again inside that wad.
Okay guys, we got another buckshot load, still roughly 40 yards. This time it's 22 grains of long shot, claybuster wad, 10 pellets of 31 cal, single lot buck with mix number 47 buffer, Fiocchi Hall, Winchester primer, once again out of this old Hercules.
Yep. This one still has the wad pedals.
It still has the wad pedals, yeah. I'm gonna try to hold a little better this time, try to hold dead center, but we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, well, I can't really complain about this one. There was 10 pellets in that one, and there's 1, 2, the double strike there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, all the way up here within, I'd say, 20 to 24 inch spread.
That's a really good load.
For 40 yards, I mean, out of a modified choke, 16.
Yeah, and that's just a claybuster wad. It's not even an extended range wad at all. Really good load. Back in middle school and early high school, I shot a whole bunch of these out of a Browning Sweet 16. Not just the regular 16 gauge Browning A5. It was a real Browning Sweet 16. I should have saved the hulls, but at the time I just didn't think of it. I really wish Winchester would start making the compression formed hulls again, or somebody would, you know, tool up and do it. They are my favorite 2 3/4 inch hull for any gauge, period. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it for me. Please like and subscribe. We always appreciate that. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section down below, and we'll get back to you. If you want to, go check out our Patreon. It's as low as $1 a month, and every penny we get goes right back into the channel, and you get early access to content. A link to that will be in the description below, along with a link to our Instagram and our Rumble accounts. But other than that, you guys take it easy, and we'll see you in the next one.